everybody. Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. You can make a difference today with your life. You can make a difference with personal, family, community, and then the world. One of the best ways to do that is give tzedakah. So I want to challenge you on this day, this first day of the rest of your life, to give tzedakah, give charity. We've covered that. I'm trying to get this dollar in here. Hold on. This is live, folks. I got this dollar. Give tzedakah today, give to charity, and you'll be surprised how it will impact you, impact your family, impact your community, and impact the world. Okay, on some previous videos, we're kind of picking up a little series that we have started, and I just want to touch just real quick a couple of bases. We talked about an instructional page that you will get when you get a product that has the do's and the don'ts, the commandments, if you would, of that product. I want to call them personal responsibilities of you about this product that you have purchased. And then we kindly moved on up the scale a little bit, and we talked about a user's guide and how that the user guide was formulated, how they composed that. They actually put that product into the hands of the consumers. And then as the consumers would use that, they would give the manufacturer or information on that product, that how it worked and what they needed to do with that. So today we're going to go another step farther. So today we're going to talk about something called an owner's manual. Now, I know some of you are saying, what in the world is this guy talking about? This old man I'm sitting here watching this old man talk about an instructional page, a user's guide, and now he wants to talk to me about an owner's manual. Well, let me tell you what an owner's manual is. When the product is more meticulous, if that's a word that I can use in this, you will get an owner's manual. Now, in the owner's manual, it talks about things, again, that is your responsibility. The owner's manual tells you, it's compiled of the instructional page. It's in the owner's manual. The user's guide is in any good owner's manual, it's in there. And the owner's manual tells you your responsibilities of maintenance, keeping the product running tip-top for you. And if you happen to make mistakes, the owner's manual will tell you, troubleshoot that for you, and say, okay, this is what you need to do. Now, owner's manual also does something else. The owner's manual tells you that you are now completely responsible for the product. You are, I'm going to say it again, you are completely responsible for the product. You are the owner. It's yours. Now, a lot of owner's manuals on the first page will tell you, do not use this product until you read fully the owner's manual. So I don't know how many people do that today. You know, we only break out the owner's manual when, let's say we're driving an automobile and a light comes on. We want to know what it means. That's when we break out the owner's manual. How many people do you know that when they buy a vehicle, sat down and open the owner's manual and reads it in its entirety before they put the key in the switch and turn it on? If you are like that, if you read your owner's manual, that's great. Kudos to you. So you might want to put a comment in the bottom and just raise your hand and say, I did that. I don't know how many I'm going to get, but we'll just try that out. But, you know, wouldn't it be great to get that owner's manual and to look at it and to read it in its entirety so that you'll feel confident when you get behind the wheel, say, of the automobile, you'll know what everything is going on. Now, here's something the owner's manual also tells you. Now, I need to get this out. I'm running out of time. The owner's manual tells you that if you mess up, it's your responsibility. You have to pay for getting it fixed. You can't, like if you don't change the oil, if you don't even check the oil in your automobile, and you run it dry of oil, and the motor locks up, you can't pick up the phone and say, hey, I bought this car from you. And I didn't change the oil. Yeah, I didn't check the oil. And the oil went out and the motor blowed up. I want you to come put me a new motor in. Well, in an ideal world, that I don't even know if that's an ideal world, but that just doesn't happen. The manufacturer of that product is going to tell you, the consumer, hey, we put everything in that book you needed to know. In fact, I had a friend who just went through that very thing, and you know what the manufacturer asked him? Did you follow the instructions? That's all I'm going to say about that. I've talked about instructional sheet, I've talked about the user's guide, and I've talked about the owner's manual. Wouldn't it be great if you and I had an owner's manual, a user's guide, an instructional sheet on life? Wouldn't it be great if we had one of those, an owner's manual on life? Well, in the next video, we're going to talk about that. We are going to discuss that very thing. And I have, for me, here in my hands, an owner's manual, a user's guide, an instructional sheet, do's and don'ts. A lot of people in the Western world, we call those commandments. And I know that's the literal terminology for it, but we're going to call them the responsibilities. There is an owner's manual that lays out the responsibilities and also has a user's guide, people who actually used it. Some abused it, some used it correctly, some made mistakes, corrected the mistakes, and how their life turned out. Next week, we're going to discuss the owner's manual for life. I want to do this video today in honor of my mother. Blessed be her memory. Such a great woman, Aline Giles. I want to do this video today in memory of her. Remember, if you impact your family and impact your community, you, your family, and your community can impact the world tomorrow. Baruch Hashem, have a great day.